It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got C.J. Stroud. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. Buckle up. There's football coming your way. Just ahead on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the... Well, we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who've both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, you know, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten up to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly, for those guys on the field.
They send the tight end in motion. Throwing to start this game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. He finds space for a few yards that time. That was Micah Parsons making that play. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. He'll throw it. Has his man. It's Corley. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He breaks a tackle. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns have more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. 9 yards to pick up there, and they only need 3 more now on third down. Another one for Gibbs. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And they'll have first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Running back sent in motion. Stroud throwing here on first. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets' side. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
A 2-yard loss brings up third down and 12.
Back to throw. Stroud just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Now out comes the field goal unit as they try this one. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're on the board. 3 on the board, and now he'll send this one sailing. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second and 6 coming up here. He's dropping back to throw. That's brought in by Jennings. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They go play action on first. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Complete. Here's Brown. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Sending the tight end in motion left. Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? But it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he'll get it up to the 27. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll send their tight end right. Here's 2nd and 2. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
That's caught for the 1st. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give him a 1st down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Now on fourth down, they're out to try for the field goal. This from 40 on the right hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for them.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Pass play coming here. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's brought down for a loss. So we're... Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's going to call for the fair catch here at the 38-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They give to Spiller from the gun. Oh, stiff arm. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Coming right is Gibbs. Jukes out a one stop. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. They give to Gibbs on the option. Works his way to the 35. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's Stroud. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. They'll run, it's Gibbs. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. No pickup on the run, and now it's 4th and goal. Running for it, here's Gibbs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Dragons go up by 12. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons bump the lead up to 13 points. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Has this at the 6. The Jets offense now set to take over. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
This is reeled in by Wilson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Now looking to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. They'll send out the punting unit. And they could really use a good one here. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And a fair catch made here at the 17. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Spiller. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down, Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Jukes one defender. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a 1st down. From the red zone now. Has it down close. He has the touchdown. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dragons push the lead to 20. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Jets out to begin another drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Finds his target hole.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Back now, pressure on its way. Pressure's on him, and it gets home. He's dropped. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. Stroud throwing here on first. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 38. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Hits his running back. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Well, I know it says running back on the roster, Brock, but this guy's having a pretty great start catching the football instead.
It's what the best of them do. I mean, look around the league. These running backs want to get paid, right? They want theirs.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Dragons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons grow their lead yet again. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now here comes the New York offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Able to find Corley. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The Jets take their first time out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 37. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, and the rush is too much. He's taken down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punting unit out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Broke through the tackle. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the offense ready to head back out onto the field. Shotgun now for Stroud. St. Brown's got it, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now we're gonna get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 43-yard line.
From the 43. This ball's cut by Bowers. They're working a couple of yards past the line. DJ Reed brings him down that time.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. We've reached halftime with the draft. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they had that one contained right at the line. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This give is to Spiller. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 at the
Running back, motioning right. Looking to throw, Stroud. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So it'll be 2nd down. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
That's complete to St. Brown outright. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. All right, here we go, 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives them the first.
That's another. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's 3rd and short. Back to throw, Stroud. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is. After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They start the half with a give to Hall. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming. You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
3rd and long for him here. Escapes the... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. So out now comes the punter. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And he drives it towards the other end of the field. And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. The Dragons and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. New set of downs for him from the 46. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Brought in by Chase near the sideline.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
A give to Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Breaks the tackle, still going. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another one for Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Stroud now on 3rd. He has the 1st over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. The Dragons can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons continue piling on to this lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Play action on first down. Gets this to Johnson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Cut by Jennings. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They go right back to Hall. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jared Verse on the tackle. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to the air here. Short pass brought in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's good for 7 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. From the gun, it's Hall. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Hall once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Back to throw, needing a first. Into a crowd and intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They give to Spiller from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Dragons getting their punter out there. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Bails out of the pocket quick. Stepping up, and he's going to run. Now we have a member of the Jets hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to take a look at him. 2nd down now, 7 to go. A tight end in motion now. From the 48, he finds Johnson. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They bring Wilson in motion right. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off.
Delay of game.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. First down, he'll throw it. Able to hit home, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Early movement along the right side, the flag comes out. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Motioning one of the tight ends. 2nd and 15. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Corley reels it in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A kick they needed, but it's no good as it sails too far right. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Up the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he works this to the 38 before going down. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They give it to Spiller. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense running back out now. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Tight end in motion right. Throwing from the gun. Uh-oh, he can't escape. He's brought down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Finds his target hole.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
They put a receiver in motion here left. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still third down.
Backed up now after the penalty, it's third down. They're going play action. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Juke the defender. They can't stop him. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. On first down, it's Gibbs. He spins right by him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. Strong running inside the 30. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's good. 4A. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
They send a tight end in motion. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back him up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for second and goal. Running it after the penalty. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Dragons throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons tack on 7 more to their lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. He's going to field this at the 2. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense ready to take the field now. In all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They go play action on first. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again, following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. He was looking Malachi Corley's way there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And he's brought down before the return gets far. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's a give to Gibbs. Escapes a defender. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Second and 6 coming up here.
Second and 6.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he's brought down after a short gain. give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Stroud. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down. So yet again, they're turning to him to try to put 3 on the board. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And they're unable to pile another 3 onto that lead.
Maybe I'm projected here, Kate, but those seem to be the toughest misses. Whether you're in the stadium, watching it online, you're watching it on TV, you're seeing the kick is online, you're watching at field levels of play and everything looks good. Unfortunately, it just falls short.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Dragons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided. Looks like they want to squeeze every point they can out of this game. Field goal team is out there. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. His kick is good at the end, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win.